interested people to be here. So, but still we'll take only a few questions. So anyone has any questions, please raise. Okay, I will ask a question from my side to the solar team. How do you see the solar as well as NTPC? Both can take the question. The last 5 years, the amount of installed capacity due to solar is very high, and also it's likely to be higher further. So how are we managing the running of the thermal power plants and grid integration with solar? Any one of you can answer because you're all in the field now. So anyone wants to take the question? You take it. You are also in solar, right? Sorry, I forgot that. NTPC is also in as an EPC operating in solar, so you can start.
Yes, that's the challenge, and as I said, any thermal, coal-based unit, when it is designed for a range of operation, and as of now, 55% to 100% of the total rated capacity is the range. Now, with this penetration of RE, it is now being reduced to 40%. So, of course, we have the challenge to do a few tweaking in the design. It can be in the, when we talk about the boiler pressure parts, the headers, which are the thick components, they are subjected to severe stress because of this load fluctuation. So the design modification, we are collaborating with different OEMs, whether the thickness of these headers can be reduced. Then the control loops, their tuning are also done through various other advanced technologies. Then few control valves where the drum level, we expect that will severely fluctuate when we run at that low load. So the control valves are, there are some design modification. There are some other technologies like condensate throttling. It has got many such technological interventions through which we are trying to adapt to this situation. Yeah.
Thank you. Vijay, would you like to supplement?
Yeah. Audible?
Yeah.
So basically what will happen, when more of the renewable will be added in the grid will tend to it will not be stable. The reason is the reactive load will be very much changing. So thermal will be supporting in the base load, and during the peak hours renewable will support. That is the present and future also it will happen. So how the system will tackle, like the National Grid and Grid India, what they are planning, more of these power capacitor banks, your ideal inverters will be able to support the reactive power to the grid, and battery storage is the next future for that. So once you are able to store the renewable energy, then only it's an entire end-to-end solution. Otherwise, we'll still have to struggle for certain period of time, maybe some years on that.
Thank you. Sanjeev, would you like to?
I just want to say that thermal will be there for next, I think, 20 to 30 years, because the renewable power is only for some time based. Like solar is there in the daytime, wind is there in there is a wind velocity, and storage cost is very high. So I think thermal will be there for 20 years, and for that to run, we have to find out a solution to run at the optimum cost. That we are already working on it.
One last question again from my side. One of my colleagues asked after listening to a presentation of one of the speakers, we have 400 gigawatts installed capacity, we are running 200 gigawatts only. Then why there are power cuts in my house?
Because the cost of generation is huge in the thermal. Because of that, they are not able to. We are not able to generate. We have excess capacity. We are not able to generate because nobody is there to buy the cost of power.
So that's the reality. So the country. I'm sure every one of you are quite aware of it. Something around 2014 or 15, the country became power surplus. The industrial demand literally, you can have a lot of debate on how GDP has grown, we have become so many trillion economy, all that is fine. But in reality, in ground reality, 14, 15, we became power surplus. I happened to visit NTPC remote monitoring center. It was fully commissioned. I forgot the name of that, Antriksh. It was shocking that one of the senior employees of NTPC, almost he was crying. He said, I never thought in my lifetime I'll be running the plants at 40% capacity. I've been forced to shut down. He says, sir, see this graph, this was 14 or 15, okay? And from that day to now, with solar so much being capacity being addition, it's really, though I optimistically believe what Sanjeev says, thermal will be there because the battery storage capacities, how efficient, how much space they need, all that time will only prove. But then it's a challenge. It's a challenge for the power utilities, especially thermal power plants, private and government. With the restrictions put by the government on emission norms, it's a huge challenge how to maintain the operation. I believe that a lot of design experiments are going on to run it maybe 6 hours a day, even a thermal power plant, because you just can't pick it up. It's not a gas turbine plant where you can pick it up, or in hydro, you can pick it up. So a lot of investments and discussions are going on how to make the thermal power plants which are running to continue to run. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt. Actually, forget about 40% load. Today, two shifting is also a reality.
Two shifting is
also reality. We went to Tuticorin, Tamil Nadu thermal power plant in Tuticorin. We saw there that they are daily they are shutting down the unit, and after 8 hours they are again bringing back the unit. So it's a reality.
It's a reality. Despite now we keep saying power shortages, it's a reality to run a thermal power plant is a huge thing. I'm sorry I took the liberty of asking questions on behalf of delegates, because I know the last session is always a challenge to get questions, so I generally get prepared. And incidentally, power is my domain, so it's great. So anyway, thanks for anything.
I would like to say that a few gas-powered plants are still not working due to the non-availability of gas or due to some regulatory requirements.
That's the next issue. Thank you, Lita. And thank you all the speakers for their wonderful presentations, and give a big clap.